Hey everyone, Carl Brown here again. Today we're going to take a look at 16th note rhythms in the right hand strumming. So we're going to be looking at some strumming patterns that incorporate 16th notes. If you've been following along on the site, we've already done some lessons on just the basic strumming with quarter notes and eighth notes. So now we're going to liven it up a little bit, and we're going to really try to let you understand just about any possible combination of what's going on when they're playing 16th notes and eighth notes and quarter notes all together to create a rhythm. All right, so let's first start with a little review. If you don't have this download yet, just make sure you get the download at guitarlessons365.com from the Lessons Archive page in the Beginner Lesson Archives. And this is the 16th note rhythms part 1. And we're going to look at example 1 real quick as just a quick review on quarter notes. Now, I'm going to be holding an E major chord the entire time in the left hand. I know you can't see it, but that's what I'm going to be doing, just an open position, E major. So when you're doing quarter notes, we're going to be doing all this 4 beats per measure. And a quarter note is basically 1 quarter note per beat. So if we have a measure that's counted 1, 2, 3, 4, well, actually each one of those is a quarter note. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'll notice that those are all downstrokes that I'm hitting with. That is also referred to when you're actually saying the number of the beat, that is the downbeat. All right, so this is just a review. We've already kind of covered this stuff. So we have a measure of 4. That's exercise 1, just back to quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now you notice that my hand was just kind of going down and up, but I was only hitting the strings when I was going down. Now the upstroke, if I would have hit that on the way back up like this, basically hit it both times I crossed, that would have been an eighth note. So an eighth note, basically what it is you play 2 notes in the space of 1 beat. So we got 1 and. Now that's counted as an eighth note. So how we count it in music is 1 when your hand's going down and when it's coming up. 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. So that's an eighth note count. It's still like this. So if we have quarter notes, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to add the upstrokes. 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. So exercise number 2 uses quarter notes and eighth notes together. It's going to be a 1, just a quarter note on the first beat, so you're not going to hit it on the way back up. So you're going to let that ring for the entire beat. And then on beat 2, you're going to do the eighth note, down, up. And then on beat 3, just a quarter note again, so you're going to miss the upstroke. And then the eighth note, down, up again. So we're going back and forth. It's a little bit more difficult than just doing the same feel over and over. So we have this, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and. Make sure your hands keeps this constant tempo. You don't want to do any of this like 1. You know, like you're doing slow, then you speed it up or whatever. You keep a constant rhythm by keeping the tempo the exact same in the hand. You just miss some strings and it creates different rhythms. So that was exercise number 2. Exercise number 3 now is getting to the actual what we want to get to in this lesson, which is 16th notes. 16th notes is basically doubling what you're doing in eighth notes. Eighth note, we took a simple quarter note and we divided it. We did it 2 beats. We played it twice for every beat. So now we're going to do that same thing to eighth notes. So we're going to have 4 notes per beat. So it's like we're dividing each eighth note into 2 now. So we have now exercise number 3. Now an eighth note is going to be counted like this. 1 E and a 2 E and a. So we're going to have to go twice as fast in the strumming in the right hand, and that'll create 1 E and a 2 E and a. Now when you're doing an eighth note feel, you'll notice that when that and is still the beginning of the second half, where the second eighth note would have been if we were just playing eighth notes. The 1 E and that right there, that's the second note. You notice we're hitting that with a downstroke now. If you look at the picking indications on the page, is 1, E, and Before we were hitting eighth notes with an upstroke. Well, when you're playing 16th notes, that now is one of the stronger portions of the beat now, since it's of those 4 notes. So that is going to be used as a downstroke as well. So it's simple down, up, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and okay, so get that rhythm pattern down. That's exercise number 3. We're doing all 16ths. Now we're going to start mixing it up a little bit with some quarter notes and eighth notes. Now the whole in exercise number 4. Exercise 4 is what we're really trying to work here towards, is when you have a rhythm that for the entire measure, anywhere in it has a 16th note appearing in it. It's not a 16th note straight across, but you need to start getting that rhythm pattern down the entire time. Since we know 16th notes, you're going to be doing down, up, basically 2 trips back and forth for every beat, as opposed to when we're doing eighth notes. So if there's a 16th note feel pattern anywhere in the measure, or anywhere in the whole sequence of measures, you want to continue, you want to be doing a 16th note rhythm constantly in your hand, even though if you're not going to be playing 16th notes constantly. But that just gets your hand ready for the feel. Let me show you what I mean. Here's exercise 4. We're going to start with a quarter note. So I'm going to actually just hit the first downstroke, but then I'm going to be doing the whole 16th note rhythm. So it can be like 1 E and So it still sounds like a quarter note, but I started getting that feel going of 4 beats per, 4 hits per beat. So we get 1 E and the next one is an actual, on beat 2, is a full 16th note. So you actually play all 16th notes. 2 E and So those two together, 1 E and 2 E and All right, so you saw me, I was doing the 16th note rhythm the entire time, even if I wasn't playing the strings. The next one we have the 8th note again. Now we can't just do this one down, up, because we're in a 16th note feel here. So it has to be down, miss, down, miss. So that's 3 E and Okay, so that and the 8th note is going to still fall on a downstroke there, since we're in a 16th note feel. So that is going to be this: 3 E and 3 E and 3 E and I just repeated that beat a few times. And then the last 4 is a straight all 4 16th notes again. 4 E and 4 E and. So let's put all 4 beats together. We have 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. All right? So practice that and just start speeding it up. When you get to normal tempos, it's like 1 E and all right? That's a 16th note feel. Now let's get to the last exercise, number 5. We have a downstroke, full 16th note feel, since there's a 16th notes in it, but we're not playing the whole 16th note sequence over an entire beat. We're going to do the 1 E and for the quarter note on the first beat, and the second one is just 2 beats. It's the second beat is 1 E and So we missed the E. Just don't hit the E, but you still had to do the motion, right? And then we got 3 E and 4 E and. So we're just doing the motion but missing the string. So we have 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. Okay? So stay tuned for the next lesson where we're really going to start mixing this up and doing some kind of like taking exercise number 5 and really broadening it and showing you all these different things that you can do combining rhythms. All right, so stay tuned, have fun, go to GuitarLessons365.com, please support the site, and just help me out in any way you can to keep these lessons coming. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.